2, 1. Lift off.
Do not adjust your set. You are indeed watching an Amiga Speedmaster professional leaving terra firma, embarking on a truly epic journey high above the clouds. Let's take you back to how this all started. Hello, it's Sam and welcome back to Fine Watch Club Media Channel. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of our Omega Speedmaster Sent Into Space video. So if you didn't catch the first release, here is a slightly edited version to celebrate the occasion. As some of you know, we gave the Speedy that went into space away to one lucky subscriber who correctly guessed the landing coordinates. A massive thank you to all who got involved in the competition. Congrats to Nick002 for winning the Speedmaster and being an all-round top guy. Thanks to all the team at Sent Into Space Sheffield, and thanks to Oisin O'Malley for delivering such a powerful message from space. A truly amazing project to have been involved with. Sit back and enjoy.
My name is Dr. Chris Rose, Head of Projects at Sent Into Space. Since we were challenged by Fine Watch Club to send this fantastic timepiece into space, we've been working on a bespoke launch vehicle that will take the Omega Speedmaster high above the Earth, high enough to see the curvature of the Earth, the thin blue line of the atmosphere, and the blackness of space before its dramatic re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. Now, what better watch to send into space than the Omega Speedmaster? This is a watch that is synonymous with space. This is a watch that's been part of all 6 moon landings, a watch that is heralded as being integral to the saving of lives on Apollo 13, a watch that was actually awarded with Heroic Acts in Space title.
To send this Omega Speedmaster into space and bring it back safely again, we need to know where it's going to be traveling throughout its flight. To do that, we take weather data from 100,000 sources across the world and bring them into a sophisticated climate simulation model. With this data, we can predict exactly where it's going to land to within about 100 meters, just hours before we let go of the flight.
Welcome back to Fine Watch Club Media. I'm here with Alex, who's Flight Commander. So Alex, tell me a little bit about how you've been involved in this project.
Well, of course, when you guys first reached out to us, we immediately went, this is a brilliant idea. Can't believe no one's thought to do this before. I mean, it's the Omega Speedmaster, it's the first watch that's been on the moon. You know, we know it's been through these incredible paces, the first watch qualified by NASA, and now we want to see if we can repeat that stunt and demonstrate its functionality in open space, in the exposed vacuum. As I explained, we're going to be launching this using a massive lighter-than-air gas balloon. So we're not talking like party balloons here, this isn't up. We're talking a balloon that's going to expand to the height of Buckingham Palace before it eventually bursts because of the low pressure, parachute back down. So we've put a lot of planning into this. We've got 2 tracking systems on board. We've got a radio communication system that'll be our kind of primary source of information about where it is in real time. We also have a backup satellite tracker in case that line of sight is lost, in case you get any radio interference, and that should work. I mean, that's the kind of thing you can drop down a kind of mine shaft and blow up and you'll still get a signal from that. So we are very confident that we will keep track of this. We've done over 1,000 flights, we've never lost one yet, so hopefully tomorrow won't be the first.
A little bit left of field, Alex, if you could send anything into space, other than yourself, what would you send?
What would I send into space? Great question. You know, no one's ever asked me that before. Here on launch site, we're getting ready to launch the Omega Speedmaster into space. Sam, are you excited?
Oh my days, Alex, Flight Commander, what a day for it, hey? Beautiful sunshine,
Yep, absolutely gorgeous conditions. We've got very low wind as well, which is going to be easy for our fill. And we're going to be travelling about 100 miles southeast of this location on our recovery journey. It's taking us right into the heart of kind of British farmlands. We've got a nice, easy landing spot. Any unidentifiable flying objects out there? I mean, if I had seen anything like that, I'm sure I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it. But in terms of UFOs, we're more likely to be mistaken for one than to be identified.
I copy loud and clear, PLT. And OTC CDO right here.
3, 2, 1, lift off. Recovery journey. Our craft, the Omega Speedmaster, currently at 17.5 kilometers up. We're now approaching the most critical point in this flight. It's the Armstrong limit. That is the point where the watch is going to be undergoing the most extreme change in pressure. That's the point where a human being simply couldn't survive. So we've got a sense of anxiety in the car about whether the watch is going to perform. We're still on the route. We should be well in time to pick this thing up as it lands. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that footage.
Welcome back to Fine Watch Club Media. We're on top of the world. We searched far and wide and above and beyond for an idea for our first special. Nothing quite compared to sending a Speedmaster professional, the first watch worn on the moon, into space, and then offer a lucky subscriber the chance to own this very watch. Now space, time and watches. Who better to say a few words? It gives me great pleasure to introduce Oisin O'Malley from the Timeless Watch channel.
Einstein said, "The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it's comprehensible," meaning that even the most spectacular or mysterious things can be understood with a little study and calculation. To know science is to know God. And the mathematicians are the priests of the modern world. The movement inside this watch is using a simple principle in physics, as old as the universe itself. But at this altitude, each second it counts out is a little shorter than those it was counting back on Earth. As the watch moves away from the gravitational pull of the planet, time is getting faster. Our measurement of time is based on our experience of it. Minutes and seconds are just divisions of our living day. and each day just a small piece in our journey around the sun. The length of a second would mean little elsewhere in the universe. But it means everything to us, because despite the vastness of space and the immensity of time, it's our way of understanding.
Touchdown. We are a couple of 100 meters away from where it is. Unfortunately, that is somewhere in this bank of fields. So now we're driving around trying to find an access point where we can collect our craft. The Speedmaster is waiting.
Just before we got to the tree line here, maybe.
Look at that, imagine it's landed in a steaming pile of...
It's working! Yay!
Pleased to say the Speedmaster chronograph still sweeping, second hand still moving, no damage to the watch either. Without taking it out of its case, no moisture, nothing on the Hesselite. The presentation case maybe a little bit, took a bit of a blow on the way down. During its 2 hour, 9 minute and 33 second journey, this Speedmaster endured temperatures of -73 degrees Celsius, reached 36,450 metres and recorded speeds of 211 miles per hour, perhaps making it the most rigorously tested Speedmaster professional of recent times. This Speedmaster continued to function throughout its journey into space. NASA chose this watch in 1965 for all manned space missions. This Speedmaster professional, caliber 1861 from 2021, has certainly demonstrated why NASA chose it all those years ago. Standards have certainly not slipped, and to see this one performing as it should after going through quite the journey is truly a remarkable feat of engineering. Today, several watches are qualified by NASA for spaceflight. The Speedmaster Professional, however, is the only watch qualified for space walks. So whilst technology has advanced, the Speedmaster Professional is probably NASA's longest serving tool for space missions. Time is what we want most, but what we often use worst. So what a way to have spent some time.